It definitely brings you out your comfort zone. Hi guys, my name is Shah Farrakh. I'm part of Group 48 and this is my 6th month review at MDS. One thing I learned from the scheme so far at this 6th month point is it definitely brings you out your comfort zone. It really challenges you, but it definitely develops you and almost molds you to become a future leader and a future manager. Another thing I learned was the ability to prioritize my tasks and really base it on, I would say, 2 or 3 important factors. One being time, which one needs to be completed straight away. It will be based on importance. The fresh food and produce industry is a very fast-paced environment. The word that comes to my mind is reactive. Just a little bit more information about my actual secondments. So my first secondment was with one of the biggest retailers in the UK or in the world. I was working within their buying department. I was working very closely with a portfolio of suppliers, a portfolio of products. Straight off the bat, my second secondment, so the one I've been in for a week, and that is an engineering role, which is crazy to think about because going from somewhere that's very corporate now onto the farm, the fields within the engineering department is a huge culture shock. However, I've always got that positive mindset and I'm looking forward to it. So what are my proudest moments so far within this 6-month milestone? One is the ability to complete a tender, a contract. So that starts off from initially, doing a gap analysis, and that's summarized by a category review. You then have the recommendations, then you go on to negotiations, and then the suppliers submit their costs. That whole period was very interesting, and I would say that was definitely my proudest moment. Another moment would be presenting to the board of buying directors my project, which was corporate responsibility within the produce team. I went ahead and populated quite a series of action plans and then presented it to my director, my group buying director. The biggest challenge so far, without doubt, is that transition from moving from one secondment to another, and moving over from Birmingham to Spalding, which is a complete culture shock within itself. So right now I'm fasting, it's the month of Ramadan, so it's quite hard adapting to not eating, not drinking, and also working a full-time role, moving, accommodation, the list goes on. However, if you have a positive mindset, everything will pan out perfectly. So where I see myself in the next year and a half is further developing my skills and really understanding the industry more in depth. What I mean by that is having great managers, great leaders mentor me, as well as implementing what I've learned into my next future secondment role. So there's my 6-month milestone review. I hope all of you guys have enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the 1-year review.